Hey Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot. So this is going to be our weekend read from March 7th all the way to March 9th. Before we get started though, I just wanted to say thank you guys to each and every one of you for all your love and support. Truly, each and every one of you make the difference and I love you back. So let's see what's coming towards us this weekend. Now as we walk into the week, thank you. As we walk into the weekend, on the 7th here, the moon is going to be in Cancer. And so this gives us a heightened focus on relationships, particularly friendships, and your relationships in your community, how you contribute, how you participate, more importantly. But it puts us in our fields. And standing here as the King of Wands, right away what I'm seeing is that you are standing in a place of leadership. You're also utilizing your communication, and you've kind of got the gift of the tongue at the moment. You know, there's a lot of Scorpionic energy here and also Sagittarian energy. So you could be dealing with those two signs. You could be dealing with heartache when it comes to those two signs. And what I really see most in that is that with the Libran energy, you're balancing out that scale. So if you had any negative impacts made to you that really, looking at things here too, there's quite a bit of the throat chakra and also the heart chakra. So if there were any aspects that caused loss, misunderstandings, heartbreak, disappointment, you're balancing the scales, but you're opening these chakras. You're balancing the scales between the throat and the heart, and really you're speaking from the heart. And that is really what this moon in Cancer is all about. It puts us in our feels and prompts us to show more emotional vulnerability, leading to strong nurturing aspects, strong nurturing warriors is what wants to come to mind and come out basically. But in our connections and in our home life, it really brings out that inner nurturer within us. And that not only, looks at, wow, that's a lot. Not only looks at our home life, like in the physical, but also within how we talk to ourselves, how we treat ourselves, more importantly, how we lift ourselves up. And with the Queen of Wands in reverse, this is where what I see in a lot of ways is that in the past, what's led to heartache is really the feeling that you've been over-contributing. You've been yielding to others. And more importantly, there could also be aspects where you've yielded to others due to fear of confrontations. And don't get me wrong, I am the last person that likes confrontation. I totally get that uphill battle and totally can relate. And so if that relates to you, if that speaks to you, by all means, put a heart in the comments below, because I know that I am not alone in that and you are not alone either. Now, we had a lot come out here, so let's just take a look before we get started so we can get a bigger picture here. Okay. So like I say, especially when it comes to the Scorpionic energy and the Sagittarian energy, you could have been dealing with somebody that's kind of butting heads in a lot of ways for that place in leadership and who really takes or holds the control rather than looking at sharing that control. But the Emperor really is somebody that comes in to provide support. Now, there also, too, is this aspect both with the solar plexus energy here. I don't know why I said sacral. But either way, it's really led you to question yourself, question your belief in the self. And what I see in a lot of ways with the Emperor here as well is that there's somebody coming in, or you yourself are coming into a situation within your community where you're providing support. You're one step away, You're one step away from your commercial success, but also to the success that you're committed to within your community, within that cooperation. And you're exploring new territories at this point. You're exploring your foresight, as well as exploring those deepening aspects, those nurturing aspects of your connections and what you call home. It's kind of like bringing out that inner nurturer. And with the Eight of Swords here, what I really see in this is that some of you could be really feeling stuck at this point, feeling constrained. And it's really due to past hurts. It's that victim mentality. And I get that because, things can go wrong. Things can be done to people. Wrongs can be done to people. Misunderstandings, deceit, gossip, lies, theft, are what comes to mind. But, what happens is through that trauma, even though you prefer yourself not to look at yourself, not to treat yourself with that mindset, not to make decisions based on that mindset, without it being fully healed in your subconscious, it tends to manifest in ways of fears and anxieties, and it leads you to feeling that mental imprisonment of replaying those past situations, those past heartaches, those past losses over and over and over. Now, with this weekend here, we are going to get a leg up, because not only does the moon in Cancer bring out the inner nurturer within us, but the sun is in Pisces, and it's also trine with Mars, which is in Cancer at this time as well. This heightens our emotional sensitivity, as well as our sense of empathy, and it also brings out the inner nurturer with us even more so. And so it brings on this balance within our analytical nature, and gives us this high energy to really focus on that balance towards healing. This is where your justice lies. This is where you're balancing the scales with that Libran energy. More importantly, you're standing in your truth. And so it's kind of like breaking free of that victim mentality, and more importantly, knowing that just because some Sagittarians, some shadow work, even with the Scorpionic energy came in, because this knocked you off your path, just because you endured some trauma, you are entitled to your justice, which is your Three of Cups. There is support that is meant to be for you. And more importantly, with this support of the Emperor coming in, sincere allies are coming through during this time. This is where unity is strength. And that's where that nurturing aspect of your friendships, community, how you come to the table, what you contribute, how you also receive in that reciprocity, who builds you up and builds you into that high energy, as well as gives you that encouragement to find that self-confidence, find that courage to stand once again. That's where this healing is coming to take place this weekend, and where it's so crucial, because truly community is there for you. This is where, through your creativity, through finding that balance, through healing and encouraging that growth, and more importantly, speaking your truth with the throat chakra finally unblocked through your expression and expressing your feelings in that healthy way, will lead towards that happiness, and health is wealth, right? Now, on the 8th, the sun is also going to be trine with the moon. And so again, the sun's in Pisces, the moon's in Cancer. And during this time, when they're trine with each other, it ushers in feelings of positivity and overall happiness. And so, like I say, if you've been feeling mentally imprisoned, stagnated by past traumas that just unfortunately keep replaying, side tangent with that as well, what you might want to also look at doing is really detoxing that vagus aspect of you, that nervous system aspect. And so this could really require a nervous system reset. And how I put it in a different way is healing that part of you that has put you in a fight or flight response. And instead of reacting, you look at the rationale. You look at what Virgos do best. You look at the analytical side of really seeing the energy, seeing the memory, seeing the trauma for what it is, and releasing it, knowing that it does not define you, right? And if that resonates, by all means, share your story, put your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think of that, or just put a heart, because by all means, we are here to support you, to lift you up on this channel. Now, with the sun being trine the moon during this time, if you're single, no pressure, but it's a great opportunity for meeting someone new. And if you're in a relationship already, it aligns us with our partnerships at a deeper level. And so if you are in a partnership with a Sagittarius or with a Scorpio, or have had some conflict there is a potential of being able to really express your emotions, align with each other at a deeper level. But really what it allows us most with this trine is to be more receptive to subtle cues and unspoken emotions, as well as allow ourselves, the overcritical tendencies within us to soften. And what I see in this is like where you were feeling overwhelmed, spreading yourself too thin, dealing with a lot of stress and responsibility. You are embodying the Knight of Swords energy and rushing toward changing that. You're rushing towards opportunity, and you're rushing towards the bravery that it takes to take risks. Now, not to mean that, you need to take all risks, but what I mean in that way is putting your heart out there once again, speaking your truth and unblocking that throat chakra, connecting at a deeper level with your partnerships, and more importantly, utilizing that intuition to guide you along the way. And what I see in a lot of this is arrival of prosperity is meant for you. The fruits of your labor, what you've been working for, the goals that you thought maybe were taken from you or were lost to the past or lost to trauma. This is where you are triumphing over that. And again, like I say, it's all about bringing out the inner nurturer and not letting the past events define the person who you are today. More importantly, letting that make you stronger and become the person that you are today in the wisdom that you've gained from it, but not walk through life making the decisions or allowing that trauma to stagnate you. And with the world, this is all about spirit confirming for you that the universe, the spirit it's in your favor. Karma is in your favor. You've passed this test by letting this go, by doing a nervous system reset, by healing that trauma. In a lot of ways, you're focusing your energy more importantly on success, on your ambitions, and more importantly, the world is in your favor. There was a period of unhappiness that led to the heartache, that led to the depression, and led to the trauma. And instead, what you're doing is you're embracing new ideas, new information. You're letting that stagnancy go. And we're going to get some help. So on the 9th, the moon is going to be moving over into Leo. This is where we get a confidence boost. It influences us to be more expressive and, more importantly, to embrace our creativity. It pushes us to be more open about our feelings, more open about our opinions, and more open and committed to our creative pursuits. And it helps us feel more comfortable with taking that spotlight, to, more importantly, stand in our truth. And so if you've been torn between two choices here, if you've been blind to the truth, if you've been feeling like, you're either dealing with denial where it was just so painful you couldn't deal with, a certain situation because it was such a painful ending and it caught you to be on guard, this is where it's also caused delays of inspiration. Instead, you're standing as the inner nurturer this weekend, as the Queen of Swords, being rational, being truthful, and utilizing realistic, proactive planning, as well as criticism, being open to that objective criticism so that you can see the truth for what it is and turn the wheel in your favor. Because what Spirit is saying is whatever this has been, whatever chaos has caused this distraction, or, I put it so lightly, but really it's not. I mean, this was like monumental in a lot of ways is what I'm really feeling. Change is for the brave, and luck is on your side. Good karma is on your side. This is the time where Spirit is saying it's the time to leave whatever that was behind. There may also be some travel. You may also be moving as well. But more importantly, work towards your goals will pay off. There is financial gain. Patience is needed, as much as I hate to say that. I know I struggle with that. But this is where now is the time to really manifest your goals through that inner nurturer, right? To find that balance once again, that harmony once again, and that trust once again, not only in yourself, in your goals, in your craft, in your expertise, but also in your partnerships, in your community, in your friendships. And this is the time to enjoy your success. This is the time to enjoy your prosperity and to manifest through that rationale. Again, to manifest in your leadership and to step into that leadership, that inner nurturer, as I would put it, that inner Queen of Cups. And if you have been struggling, like I say, especially with that Ten of Wands here, check out the Honey Sea Star store. So all of the designs are meant to uplift and inspire, but more importantly, they're meant to empower you. And so take a look. Let me know what your power word is. If you don't see it on the store in one of the designs, put it in the comments below as well. Let's design it together, because more importantly, if it's a power word that lifts you up it'll help with lifting others up. And so let's share it through the Honey Sea Star store together so that we can utilize our intuition and set each other up for success. Now, Spirit, this was a lot. I feel like this was like a lot of past trauma has really been an issue. So what additional guidance do you have for us? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, that inner fire with the tiger. And the bottom of the deck, we've got the elephant. Okay, I love this. So really with the intuition with the loon, this is about trusting your intuition. Listen to the song of your soul, because now is the time to sing it. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude to really take that time needed to release that trauma and to heal and recognize that you are unique and, more importantly, that you are loved. And if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below, because what I'm seeing here is Spirit is saying now is the time to understand, recognize, and hold, as well as ignite that inner fire. This is the time to choose to be unstoppable. Don't let your past define you. Know that your passion is your power and that you're bold and that you're brave. And forces will come to your aid. Spirit is with you always. You are meant for greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. I mean, this is, I think that came up several times in this reading where it's like, whatever caused you to take a sidestep and not stand in the leadership role that you're meant for, this is where Spirit is confirming for you. Your wisdom inspires everyone that you meet, and you can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve your success. It just takes releasing and knowing and believing that your past does not define you. And so, like I say, this is the weekend where it is time for the inner nurturer to really shine. And so let's go ahead and also take a look at our music therapy and side tangent. So give me some grace, hopefully. So I love playing music. I've always done this for myself, but I have not produced music. So I was kind of working on the back, like behind the scenes, trying to teach myself a DAW, which it is apparently what they're called. But anyway, I was trying to teach myself cakewalk. It's free, just saying. My favorite 4-letter F word. And so anyway, I produced and posted on our channel the first of hopefully many, no pressure, basically meditative songs or meditative inspiration musically. And so I did it in a way that hopefully if it speaks to you, you can play along with it, you can meditate with it, but either way, utilize it as the sound bath that it is to really realign and detoxify for anyone that does or doesn't play music. And so check it out. But either way, if you do play music, fully recommend it. It is so healing when you use the therapeutic and healing qualities of sound. And so what we pulled in this reading is an F sharp and a C. And then color therapy wise, we've got a lot of green and reds. It's almost like Christmas here. But what it really speaks to chakra wise and to numerology wise. So we've got the throat chakra, and then we also have that solar plexus. This is about knowing that you can use your voice when and where you need to. Don't allow past traumas to silence you. Don't allow past bullying or any kind of gossip, deceit, or defamation of character to define you. Speak through action and speak your truth. But more importantly, too, with your solar plexus, this is about finding your confidence and believing in yourself again, about knowing that you truly are enough. And that speaks really, truly to the 4. I mean, that's all about your foundations, finding order, putting order to chaos, what Virgos do best. But also, too, being led through your intuition to balance with that 11 of mastery, balancing the polarities given in a situation, and more importantly, following your faith, following your intuition, and knowing that you truly are enough. The skills that you have are meant to shine in this world, and truly they are needed. And if that resonates, by all means, share your thoughts in the comments below, share your story, or even just put a heart. If this resonates as well, by all means, each and every one of you make a difference. And so let's help get this message out. Like, share, subscribe. It'll only help with sharing this message to more Virgos so that we can lift everybody up. But either way, I truly hope this message helps. I am sending you all my love and light, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you in the next reading.